Guys, so this is a guide for how to put posts on your new website, Keseshka. So what I want to first show you guys how to do is how to log in. So what you need to do is you need to go to keseshka.kz, not too surprising, right? And you want to go to wp-admin. So you click that and you're going to come right here. So you want to put in your username that I should have sent you, your password, which hopefully I also sent you, and go ahead and log in. Alright, so it's taking you to the back end. And the back end is where you can make all the decisions about the website. So you can make new posts, you can look at pages, all of that stuff. As opposed to the front end. The front end is what everybody sees when they when they type keseshka.kz into the website or into their web browser. This is what the front end looks like. So this is what everyone else is going to see. Okay, so we're in the back end, so this is where we can make all the changes. If at any time you want to see what's going on the front end, you can just type or go up here to Keseshka and click on that, and it should bring you around to what everybody else sees, and you can make sure that if you made an update or something, that it looks okay. And if you want to go back, you can just type or click on Keseshka again, and it'll take you back to the back end. So on the front end, this is the website. It's the logo here. You have your nav bar that says Oblogye and Kontaktye. Oblogye may not be the best usage. You have to let me know. If it is, we can easily change that to Onas or Oblogarach or something that would work better. Just let me know. So you have the 3 most recent posts. You can scroll down on each post. You can see there's a lot of posts that we didn't put there. Like the only one that should be there right now is this one right here, Golova Oblakuk, that Boglan recently wrote. Everything else is just sort of like example posts that I will go ahead and delete once you guys have at least 3 posts here. Some of them you'll notice are actually video posts, which is super cool. You have some that are audio posts, so if you guys are like talking and you think that you're having an interesting conversation or something, you can go to maybe like SoundCloud and you can actually upload that here so people can listen to it, which is pretty cool. I think there's some more like that. You see, like, this is the bottom of the page, 2015 Keseshka, design 9 branches, and back to the top. And you also notice that beneath every post, you have Facebook, Twitter, Kontaktye, Google+, if anybody actually uses that, and comments. And if you click on any of these, it should actually let you post something directly. So if you wanted to share, like somebody had a post that they saw in here that they really liked, and they wanted to share with their friends, they could just click on any of these. So we'll click on Kontaktye. It should take you directly to your page, and you would type in your comments and hit enter, and I guess it would actually share that on your news feed on Kontaktye. Should be the same for Facebook or whatever. I'm pretty proud of that. Like, it was actually pretty hard to do the Kontaktye. All these other ones were built in, but I actually had to go through and do some cool coding for that. Okay, anyway. So that's kind of the front end, the front page. We have Oblogye here, and we have pictures of Boglan, Jamilia, and Ganiat. And next to these, right now we have text that is just kind of filler text. That's just, What we need to do is we need for each of you, so Boglan, Jamilia, and Ganiat, to go through and to quickly write something about yourselves and about why you're blogging. Just a couple of paragraphs, nothing too long. And that way when people want to know about the blog or about why you guys are writing, it'll give them a little something to look at, to kind of understand you guys better. So we have the 3 pictures here. I think that they look pretty good. I stole them from Facebook, and then I cropped them and put circles around them and everything. If you guys really hate your picture, let me know, and I'll find you another one. And then I'll crop it for you and fix that. Also, Boglan's name, pretty sure is right. Ganiat's name, I'm pretty sure I spelled that right. Jamilia, I know that's how you would actually say it, but if it's actually Jamilia, let me know, and I'll go ahead and fix that too. Okay, cool. So next we have Kontaktye, and I need just a little bit of work from you guys on this. Right here it says, it's just a bunch of like filler text. If you could just go through and just delete that, and maybe just say something very short to the point of, we're glad you're reading our blog. If you have any questions or you want to, I don't know us better or something, whatever seems like it's appropriate, go ahead and like write that here, just something short like this. And then that way when they, send, like, they'll put this in there, and if they have a personal message they want to send to you guys, they can do that. I tried to translate everything I could into Russian. Some things I was able to, some things I wasn't able to, mostly because of coding more than language. If any of this is actually wrong, I try to look at this from other websites, like in the RuNet, and make sure that it's okay. But if this isn't right, let me know. If any of this is wrong, I'll fix it. But I think it's okay. We'll see. So yeah, if you can just change that and change your little your biography piece on Oblogi really fast, and then that should be ready to go. Okay, so let's go back to the front page, and that should be kind of an overview. We'll talk a little bit more in a second about these 3 images at the very beginning. They're important. Okay, so what I want to show you first is how to actually make a new post. So you see there's a bunch of different information here. This isn't super useful for you, but it can be interesting. So it'll show you the last few posts that you've made and when you've made them. And then it'll has site stats, so you can see how often people are looking at your blog. So you see that mostly this is just me looking at this stuff, or it's like, I think Christy was looking at the blog the other day. So you see that, like, there's some like 11 views, 6 views. And whenever you publish a new post, it'll say, like, published, in this case, Golova v Oblakach. So you can notice, too, there's usually a trend. So when you make a new post, a lot of times there's going to be more people reading it afterwards. Okay, so let's make a new post. The things that the only places you probably need to know on this bar here are posts, media, pages, and maybe comments, but probably just posts, media, and pages, really. Okay, so let's see, you have posts here and all posts, so we'll click on that. So you see, the latest one is the one that Bogdan actually wrote, and all the rest are those example pages. Now what I'm going to do is, right now they're visible in the front page, but once you guys start writing, everybody, at least all of you guys write a post, once we have 3, I'll go ahead, I'm not going to delete the other posts, but I'll make it to where they're invisible in the front end, so that only you can see them when you're logged in on the back end. And the reason I'm doing that is for some of those I was showing you earlier, like they had the one that was a video post, they had ones that were SoundCloud. So if you guys ever wanted to do like a video post or an audio post, you could just click here and you could look at the post and you could figure out kind of how to do it. So it's just useful for you perhaps. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to go and we want to add a new post. Alright, so it says add new post, enter title here. So this is just going to be an example. So bad example post. And for the actual content, we'll write, I don't know, this is a really boring and bad example post. Stop reading now, please. Yeah. And so you notice here you have categories, and you always want to choose one. Now, if you remember at the top of the page, I said that there were those 3 here that are very important. This shows the last 3 pages, but it shows them only for a category that you set. And I've set it to Жизнь. Now, maybe Жизнь's actually like not the right way to put that in Russian. Let me know and I'll change it if that's the case. It's no big deal. Right now, so the last 3 posts that are in the category of Жизнь are going to show up on here. So it makes it to where when somebody first visits the site, they immediately see the last 3 posts and they see very nice pictures and they are immediately attracted to, click on one of them. And the pictures are really, really important. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so back to the back end. So we want to pick a category, at least pick Жизнь, so that way it'll show up on top of there. And maybe we'll just pick a random one, music. I don't know, this isn't very musical, but it'll have to do. And if you guys ever figure out a new category, so if you're talking about like kids, and you just click on new category, and you would type in kids, although probably not non-Englishcom. And then you would hit add new category, and it would show up here, and then that would be everything you need to do. Okay, last, you see down here is featured image. Images are super, super important. And every post, if you possibly can, you should really add an image. If nothing else, you need an image so that it will show up here. And also, if you notice, like when you're scrolling through here, the first thing you see, you don't really notice the text, even though this is like bad example of text anyway. But like what you really notice is how beautiful the pictures are. And granted, these are really nice, but you guys can do them on your phones. I mean, what's most relevant with a blog is with a blog, you're talking about your life. and you're talking about how you see things. You're talking about things from your perspective. So it's really nice if you're showing it like a picture from your life. I mean, you guys all have iPhones or Android phones that have okay cameras on them. So if it makes sense, try to take a picture of, maybe what inspired you that day, or what made you think about the topic that you're blogging about. If you really can't use your camera to figure out something that looks good that day, try to find an image online to post there instead. And if it's possible, try to do so legally. But I realize things are different in Kazakhstan. So anyway, no big deal. But just always try to use a picture. That's the most important thing. So to do that, it says featured image down here, and you go ahead and click on that. And you have two parts here, upload and media. So if you've already chosen a picture, you can click on that. Make sure that it has alt text. So whatever the picture is showing, I don't know why it says lion, but actually it looks like a beach. So just type in beach on the alt text. And then you would go down here, and you see the blue. I don't know why it doesn't show. Sorry, it's my fault there. But it says set featured image, and it's a button, and you click on that, and it'll make it your featured image. For this, though, we're talking about a bad example, so we're going to upload a new image. Go select file, and these are my stock photos. I have a bunch from my other businesses, but what's a bad example? Let's see. This is a pretty good example, actually. Bad example image. Okay, so we're going to use this for the photo. And again, you can't see it because I'm not able to make a good screenshot of this. But like below this on my Mac, it says open, whatever. You just click the button and it chooses this. It uploads it. It'll probably take a second. It's a big file. Okay, so there it is. It loaded up to the media library. So now it's available for you to choose. If you want to change the title, you can do so. I don't care. And the alt text would be guy sitting on couch. Couch. Sofa. Sofa's a better word. Okay, and you don't need to worry about caption. You don't need to worry about description. Those two things aren't important. Alt text is important because Google and Yandex really like it when you use alt text. The reason is that some people can't see well when they're using the internet, and since they can't see the picture, they use a program that it reads everything on the page for them. And if you have alt text, it'll read whatever is in the alt text to them. Now, you may ask yourself, if you're blind, why are you using a computer? Why are you on the internet? I don't know, but people do. And anyway, Google makes it really important for you to do this. If you don't put alt text, it'll hurt your score in search engine results. So if you want people to find you, just put something there. Doesn't matter too much. Okay, and one last thing you want to do is you see that this is a pretty big photo. What you want to do for all your photos is you want to change the width to 940. So 940, and go ahead and hit scale, and it's going to shrink your picture to where it is 940 pixels across and whatever high. It doesn't matter how high it is. This is going to be good because it's going to make it's a smaller picture, and it's going to load faster for people when they are using the internet. But it's still going to be big enough to look very nice. Okay, so that looks good. Click that. Oh crap, it didn't save. Whatever. So click featured image. Looks good. It says back down here on the button, so click back. Let's go ahead and click on that. And down here, this button, it says set featured image. So you click on that. And hooray, now we have a featured image. So we have our title, we have our text, and we have category, and we have our featured image. Now, one thing I will say, normally your posts are going to be bigger than this. So let's pretend that this one is like way longer. Yeah, alright. So there's a way you notice that when you're looking at this. So this post is actually much longer than this. If we click on this post, yeah, Bhagwan, he wrote a lot, so it's pretty long. Which is okay, as long as it doesn't get like pages and pages. This is actually probably a decent length. So, but you notice that like on the front page, it stopped after these first two paragraphs. Well, you can control that. And when we're on the front page, it's going to say something that says Chitat Dasha. You make that appear where you want, and I'll show you how to do that. So what we'll do, actually I'll click back on this post, And whenever you're looking at a page, it says, like, if we're on this post and we want to edit that post, we just click here, edit post. And it has a post. And you see right here it says more. You notice that that didn't appear on the front page. It's actually right here under text. See, visual is what it makes it easy for you to write, and then text is actually like what it looks like to the web browser. A lot of times you would have like different code in here and stuff if you wanted to do things that were complicated. The only thing you need to know is here it says more, and it looks exactly like that. You want to copy that, and then on your blog post, you want to go to text, and wherever you want it, so maybe after a couple of paragraphs, I don't know, like maybe here, you want to go ahead and do that, and then insert that in. And you go back to visual, and you see that it says more there. Okay, perfect. If you don't remember how to do it, just look at the video. You can just type this out. It doesn't matter. Just make it look exactly like that. All right, I think we're ready, so we're going to hit publish. Sometimes it takes a little while. The further you are away from the server, so the server is in Kazakhstan, then it takes a little bit longer. So for you guys, hopefully it won't take quite as long as that. Okay, so it looks like post published, and we were going to view the whole page, so I'm just going to go right to the website. Okay, so you see, it's right here, Jizen, so it's showing up here, Jizen, all the ones that are saying Jizen, all the latest 3 are up here. Bad example post with a lazy guy. And what we wrote, it says Chitat Dasha. You can click on that, and you see all of the different ones. That's good. It shows who wrote it. I wrote that. Not proud of it, but I wrote it. And if you want to share that with your friends and contact you, done. You can do that. Isn't that cool? Even export to Facebook, apparently. We don't actually want to do that because it's a bad example post. All right, cool. Okay, so what we want to do next is go through and, like I showed you, that you want to change the information on Oblogye and Kontaktye so that it's not nonsense text. It actually is something that means a little bit. Now, this is how you would do that. There are 2 ways. So you can just, when you go to here and you're logged in, you see that it says edit page. So you can click on that and it'll take you to this page where you can go through and you can edit that text. No big deal. Or if you're Jamilia, you can edit this text. If you're Ganiat, you can edit this text. No problem. Additionally, you can do it a different way. You see here there's posts, media, and pages. So we'll click on pages. Now pages is going to be a lot like the other page in that there are a bunch that exist that are just example pages. All you guys need to care about is Kontaktye and Oblogye. And you can click on it from here. So if you want to click on Oblogye or Kontaktye, click on that. And you see, this is actually important. This is what creates the form. Don't mess with that. But this is the stuff that you need to change in order to say, hey, we're really happy that you found us. Shoot us a message if you'd like to stay in contact. I don't know. Whatever it sounds good to y'all in Russian. And since that's actually better than the thing that was there before, we're just going to update that. And then that should be it for that. So that's how you actually get on the pages. You either go to the page, so Oblogye or Kontaktye, and then go to edit page, or you can just go here to pages, go to all pages, find the one that you need, and then you can change it. Okay, well, I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions of anything about the website that you'd like me to answer for you, or you have any thoughts or anything else, just go ahead, email me, Facebook me, Skype me. You could call me, but it might be long distance and expensive. So just anything at all, let me know, and I'll be really happy to help y'all. Missed you guys. Christy and I both miss you, and yeah, take care.